What are you doing now? How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I don't think I have the words right now. I'm still trying to let it all sink in. I think for me, like, I don't, obviously we've won, but it's really like the journey up until this point. I think me personally, but also amongst this group of girls, it's just like, it's very much a sisterhood. And I always say, like, I joined this team for way more than just like winning. The purpose was not to come on the team and actually win. It was for me to learn, and the journey of me being able to learn about myself, the people around me, the culture, the power of connection has just been, something that will stay with me for a long time. And again, just adds to like my purpose. I speak about my purpose a lot, and it really goes beyond football itself. So yeah.
Okay, what's your overall experience and your overall assessment of this tournament? What can you
It's been emotionally draining. But that's what I expected. Like, I come on this team and I know there's going to be a whirlwind of emotions, but I think that's what life is about. I always say that football is just like a concentrated version of life itself. You feel every emotion, the highs, the lows, like, for me, I've battled my whole life self-confidence issues in football. I still do now, so the fact that I can be here and able to perform is just, for me, it's still like I surprise myself. And I think, ultimately, I guess I'm proud of myself, but I don't say that very often. So
okay, for the last time, I want to ask, why are you always rolling this project? I want to know.
Somebody asked me, and I started doing it in the US, and I think I realized, because I was like, oh, it's because it's hot. Do you know what it was? Because like I'd get really bad tan lines, like when I was in the sun, and I was like rolling them up because I didn't want horrible, we call it like a farmer's tan. And since then, I've just done it out of habit, I guess.
Ashleigh, you've become so popular with fans in Nigeria. Why do you think you have such a huge connection with them?
Do you know what? I guess when I talk, I'm pretty raw. It's probably best, like, I'm not media trained, which is probably not a good thing, but I just speak from my heart. I'd like to think that what you see is what you get with me, and I think I'm hoping that the fans can connect with that. Like, I don't want to be a football player that seems so distant to the fans. Like, really, it's, for me, I'm so big on connection with people, like real people. And obviously I can't meet every fan, but I'm big on, how to say this, but like energy, let's say. And I feel like if the more that I can speak my truth, the more that the more it can resonate with people. And I think maybe that's what some of the fans feel. I hope they do, but it's, when I say it's like a lot bigger than me, I post that a lot. It's bigger than me. It's because it's not about me. It's not about a trophy. It's about what we're able to achieve together as players, as people, as fans. It's like when the fans celebrate, it's more than just celebrating a goal. Like, the power of sport is incredible, honestly.
Actually, the first half was quite tough for you. Morocco's number 19 gave you quite a raw deal. What changed in the second half?
Yeah, I had a bit of a chat with myself because I was trying to figure out. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like what she wanted me to do. So at first I would get tight on her, and then she wanted to like spin me, which she did a couple of times. And then I tried in the first half just to step off a little bit. But then when I stepped off, she was able to combine with people. So I was like asking myself all these questions. And in the second half, I was just like, Ash, you're very good when you give people no room. So in the second half, I didn't want her to like receive a ball to feet to be able to do those things. And in my mind, I was just like, I want to win the first ball. And I feel like they didn't really play down my side as much. I think because when they did try and play a ball, I was trying to win first contact before she could control it. But yeah, I definitely had to speak to myself because I was like, I'm not having this girl just run the show.
Quick one. Would you rather have won 3-0, 4-0, or like this? Which is better?
Oh, I don't care.
just
Just the win. Yeah. I mean, we've had every type of win in this tournament. We've had a last-minute winner against Botswana. We've beaten Zambia 5-0. We've then gone down. Like, obviously, we spoke a lot about, we didn't concede an open play, and then we've conceded 2 goals in the second half in the open play. So just the experience of all of that is I mean, it's not necessarily fun. It's kind of stressful, but it's all part of the journey, I guess.
Mom and sis were in the crowd. Did you
Yeah,
know?
somebody posted that's not my family.
No!
No, but there are families. So that family, I'll tell you quickly. Like they came and watched the tournament in 2022, and I saw them in the crowd, the girls, and it made me emotional because they reminded me of myself and my sister and their dad and whatever. So I've actually been speaking to them because when we played a couple of games ago, I saw them in the crowd again, and I wanted to make sure I could. So I gave one of the girls my shirt and I was like, message me on Instagram and I will try and find you. And I did, and then I managed to like speak to them a little bit, and I'm hoping tomorrow I actually see them. But yeah, they're not my family, but they almost feel like my family because they're like, I see them sat there. The dad is obviously like resembles my dad. The girls almost resemble my sister, and looks like my mum. Yeah, but no, it's not my family, but they mean a lot to me. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry, Ashley, what was the mood like in the dressing room at halftime? What were the things that were said? Who was speaking? What were the things you guys were saying to each other about going into the second half?
Do you know, in the past when we've been down a goal or if we've not been playing that well, it's been pretty like chaotic and emotional. I think everybody just came in and sat down. Some people were like, this got to be better, but again, I tried to emphasize that we need to find solutions. I think we all just knew like we're not going to go down without a fight, and I think Michelle said after the game as well, she was like, we're obviously 2-0 down at halftime, and she was like, at halftime, she was like, it's not like, she said, it's not like I felt as if we had lost. It was just like, it's going to be a tough second half. And I think that's what we all thought. Like, we knew that we were 2-0 down. We can get 2 goals back pretty, not easily, but we can find a way. But we were just like, we've got to find a way and we've got to be able to make some changes. And the changes that we did in terms of being a bit more aggressive and not giving them room, I think helped us a lot.
What were the things that were said to each other about the fans, right? Because in the first half, we saw Lisa's, Folashade's face, Esther's face, and then what were the things that you guys said to each other about dealing with the home crowd and all of the antics?
Yeah, we spoke briefly about it. I think for a lot of us, we experienced it before when we played Morocco in the semi-finals in the last WAFCON. But we didn't have to speak about it too much. We knew what we were coming into. We know that they have lazy. Even they say they try and ban them, they don't. Like, they're still there. Like, it's okay. We just need to focus on our game, and I don't think anybody was really put off by it. So.
What's the celebration like? How are you celebrating this win?
I said to Iffy, I'm like, I'm tired. So I don't know how much, like, the girls have so much energy right now, but I don't know, maybe just sit, just still feeling a lot of emotion, be around them, just record them celebrating, and I don't know, I'm just happy. I'm content, grateful. Yeah.
In one word, describe this tournament.
For you.
Emotional. Yeah.
Congratulations, Ashley. Thank you.
What message do you have for girls back home wanting to be professional players?
Oh my gosh. I've been on by being true to myself, listening to myself, and I feel like for a lot of young girls that I'd encourage them not to be distracted by the noise. Like, the answers are within them if they really listen to like their own heart, like mind, body, soul. I think you'll find that you'll be able to like carve your path based on you. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, obviously we're in a privileged position to be, I guess, like role models for some girls, but ultimately like everybody has their own journey to get to this point, and it all means something different. So like the more I think young girls can understand who they are and get in touch with like their identity, the more it will help them go exactly where they're going to go. Yeah.